I'm 32 years old, so I definitely am not old enough to have life figured out yet. But over the last few years, I have come to learn a few things that have changed the way that I view success, relationships, happiness, and what makes life feel good. So here are 10 things that I have learned in my early 30s. Number one, your career can be important without becoming your entire identity. For a long time, my career was a huge part of who I was. I was ambitious, goal-oriented, always chasing the next promotion and the next big thing. But the higher I climbed, the more I realized that I still have to come home and be a person. I still need friendships, hobbies, things that make me feel alive, even when I'm not working. Your job is part of your life, but it shouldn't be your entire identity. Number two, being the youngest person in the room is a sign that you're actually doing pretty good and not behind in life. I spent a lot of my early 30s feeling like I might be behind, especially when I started a new job where I was surrounded by really smart and bright people. Then I heard a quote that changed my perspective on this. It said, "If you're so behind in life, why are you often the youngest person in the room?" And that hit me hard. I realized that I was actually comparing myself to people that were 10, 15 years older than me and have had way more time to get to the place that they're in. Sometimes the thing you feel so insecure about is actually a sign that you're making really good progress. Number three, the smartest people I know are still feeling the imposter syndrome. Here's a little story time. I recently caught up with a former manager who I view as someone who is really successful in their career. He recently became a CFO of a growing AI startup, and even he shared that when he first started in this job, he was having the imposter syndrome and was questioning what he was doing in the room with so many bright people, which made me realize that no matter who you are, at what age or path in your career you're in, the imposter syndrome is real and everybody is facing it. So we might as well realize that we're not the only ones. Number four, most people aren't thinking about you nearly as much as you think. Everybody is just too busy thinking about themselves. They are replaying their own awkward moments, insecurities, things that they've said that maybe they shouldn't have. Realizing this gave me permission to stop overthinking every little thing I do and say. Number five, stop treating your future partner as the starting point of the rest of your life. For a long time, I didn't consciously think about this, but I was often thinking that my life will start when I find my person. But what I've learned is that your future partner should be joining the beautiful life you already created and not rescue you from the one that isn't. Number six, the people that are meant for you will not require you to be a different person. I've learned that you can grow without believing that you have to be fixing something. The healthiest relationships aren't built on performance. They are built on being seen. There's a huge difference between self-improvement and self-abandonment. Number seven, some of the most important relationships in your life are your friendships. We often spend so much time trying to find our perfect soulmate, especially in our 20s and 30s, that we often forget to appreciate the people we already have in our lives. Some of the people who have helped me through the hardest points in my life weren't romantic partners. They were friends. The ones that answered the phone, showed up, listened, celebrated wins, and helped me through losses. Those relationships often deserve more attention than we give them. Number eight, the way you talk to yourself becomes the way you let others talk to you. For years, I thought being hard on myself will make me feel more motivated. What I've learned is when you're telling yourself you're behind, you're not where you're supposed to be, you're not doing as well as you should, you give others permission to speak that way and view you the same way. The more respect you have for yourself, the more and better boundaries you will have with others. Number nine, life is mostly ordinary Tuesdays. For a long time, I thought life was happening on the weekends, during vacations, after a big promotion, or hitting a big milestone. Most of life is actually happening on a random Tuesday or Wednesday night. It's the coffee break you take, the walk you go on, dinner with a good friend, reading a new book, a quiet evening at home. Those moments may feel small when they're happening, but they quietly become your life. And number 10, sometimes the solution is not to fix your life, it's to start experiencing it. For a long time, when I felt stuck, I thought that I always needed to change something. Set a new goal, start a new routine, reach a new achievement, find a new version of myself. I was always looking for the next thing that will finally make life feel good. But one of the biggest lessons of my early 30s is that maybe there's actually nothing to fix in your life. Sometimes you don't need a better life. Sometimes all you need is to be more present in the life you're currently living. I've noticed some of the best times in my life weren't the moments that were perfect. They were the ones where I was paying attention, taking a trip, trying something new, having dinner with friends, reading the book, watching my puppy grow up, enjoying a random weeknight without rushing through it. Because the truth is, life isn't happening later. It's happening right now. And sometimes the answer isn't fixing your life, it's experiencing it. I definitely don't have life figured out. But if my early 30s have taught me anything, it's that life isn't happening someday. It's happening right now. And the more attention we give to the life that's in front of us, the richer it becomes. Look who's joining me. Unsolicited advice bonus, get a puppy, I swear. They're the best.